Oh, thank you, Mr. Chairman. Dr. O'Toole, thank you for being here. You know, women veterans, particularly those who have suffered from PTSD or sexual assault, tend to experience menopause much earlier than women who did not serve in the military. One VA study found that 15% of women veterans experience menopause before the age of 40. That is 10 years earlier than most women. It is really important that we strengthen menopause research at the VA and DoD so we can provide better care for women's service members and our veterans. That is why I was very proud to join Representative Houlihan and Senator Ernst in introducing the Service Women and Veterans Menopause Research Act last month to do that. Can you tell me today what resources are available right now at the VA for women veterans who are experiencing menopause? Are there any plans to expand that? What do you have right now?
Thank you, Senator. And first, I acknowledge and fully appreciate and agree with what you're saying there. I do not have that information readily available in terms of what resources are currently being dedicated. I would have to get it for the record.
Okay, how long will that take you to get to me?
We will get it as quickly as we can.
Okay.
Yes, we strongly support the bill.
Thank you. All right. During a hearing earlier this month, I actually asked Secretary Collins about the Trump administration's 90-day pause on VA clinical trials, which is right now delaying planned trials and putting a halt to ongoing clinical trials at VA, everything from predicting stroke risks to addressing substance abuse. Now, Secretary Collins said at the time there was no decision regarding what would happen to VA researchers and trials when that pause ended. Do you have an answer to that question I asked a few weeks ago? What will happen after this 90-day pause ends? Where will you direct these patients whose clinical trials were canceled or delayed?
Thank you, Senator. Unfortunately, as noted earlier, I do not have that information available to me. I have to take it for the record.
You don't have any idea?
I do not, no, ma'am.
Can you provide my office with a list of clinical trials that were canceled?
As again, we can get. I don't have that available, but we can get that information to you. Yes, ma'am.
Well, the VA has to have this information. Certainly, if you care about transparency, which we keep hearing, I see no reason why this information would be secret. When can you get that information to us? These are people who are in trials. These are researchers. They just for the next 10 years, they're not supposed to know. When are you going to get that to us?
We will get it to you as soon as we can, ma'am.
What does that mean? I've heard that from so many people in the last couple of weeks.
I would obviously defer to our legislative team and our research office on those specifics, but I would imagine we would be able to get...
It's a disappointing response, I have to tell you.
Okay. I would imagine we'd be able to get it to you within the next few weeks, 1 to 2 weeks, hopefully.
Okay, well, let me try one more. Women are the fastest growing demographic within the veteran population. You know that. VA was not initially built for women. It is our collective responsibility to honor women who have bravely served our country by taking action to remove barriers that for too long have restricted their access to the benefits that they earned and the health care that they earned. And I really believe the goal should be a VA system that offers women comprehensive at every stage of life post-service. Actually, in my home state of Washington, Puget Sound VA saw a 7% increase in women veterans utilizing their service over the past few years. I am appreciative of the mobile mammography centers that were made available for our Puget Sound veterans, but it's a temporary fix. Can you provide me any update today on the progress in establishing a permanent in-house mammography service for veterans in Vision 20 or a timeline?
I do not have the specifics, but I am happy to track those down and we can get back to you on it.
Okay, I would appreciate answers to those questions as soon as you can. This is critical information that we need. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator Murray. Senator Blumenthal.